Hello. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope wherever you are that you're in a safe place and you feel the possibilities for transformation within yourself and in the world around us. One of the reasons why we started this weekly meditation was really for peace in the world. When we start to find that we have peace internally, it can happen outside. All of the reactions, the attitudes that we experience are it's supporting what we see in the world around us. So we have to start with us. And for many people in the world of government and institutions, you try to change things outside. But if the person who's running things, the person who is orchestrating it, doesn't find that inner peace, that inner harmony, that inner place of compassion, it's hard for it to move outward. So we start with us. In Jin Shin Jyutsu, the art of knowing oneself, there are many, many different deep intellectual ways of understanding information. But the truth is that we start with our breath. We start with breathing in love and breathing out love. Love is the great healer, the great transformer. And so I invite you today, as you're sitting here, to start to notice your breath, to notice where you're breathing from. Is it labored? Are you stressing to breathe? And if so, bring it down to your lower abdomen and feel the slow expansion with the inhalation and the retraction as you exhale. And just practice that for a little bit. You can put your hands on your abdomen and feel if it expands with the inhale and relaxes with the exhale. That's the beginning. If we're breathing in harmony, the body will heal itself, but many times we're not aware of it. Now, someone who wrote into me that they were interested in what you can do for frequent bruising, black and blue marks that you get on your body. And this is a great simple thing that you could do. And there are many things you can do, but I broke it down to these two simple things: holding your middle finger. This simple application of holding your finger, and if this is the easier of the two things we're going to do today, I recommend that you do that for as long as you can. You can go to sleep like this. You can be listening to a program with this. If you can't have available two free hands, you could put one hand and hold your thumb over that. Lots of possibilities. The middle finger helps to harmonize our blood, any blood condition. It helps to support that. The cause of frequent bruising can be many different things from a physical aspect of it, but we're not looking at it purely from anatomy. We're looking at it from an energetic viewpoint. So for some people, it may not make sense, these connections, but if you go into the deep study of Jin Shin Jyutsu, it'll start to make sense. And that may not be for everybody. The second application that you can use is putting one hand, as you can see in the diagram. So for example, we're going to do our right side today, which would mean bruising on the right side. You take your right hand and you put it right behind the occiput. So you take a look, right below the occiput, right at the shelf here at the back of your head with one hand. And your other hand, as you see in this diagram, goes right below the collarbone. Now, if this is uncomfortable, you can reverse your hands. It's not a problem to do that, okay? Now, if you're lying in bed, this is great, but it may not be comfortable for you to do, when you're sitting, but do the best you can, all right? So I'm holding my hand on the right side, and my left hand is holding my left base of the collarbone, just below and you can feel the collarbone here. Just put your hand along there and feel that. And then you can relax. If you have a tabletop, which I do, you can rest your hand on that. And you can use whatever finger, whole hand, whatever's easier. I'm going to use my thumb because it's a lot more comfortable in the position I'm in right now. This also opens up the energy through our blood, helps circulation, helps to clear the bruising that we can develop. Sometimes as people get older, their skin is thinner and they bang into something, they get bruises. This all helps to clear that up, strengthens your arterial and your venous system so they're not so vulnerable. Now notice, are you still breathing? Well, obviously you are, or you would have left us by now. But right now, I want you to feel that breath as you breathe in from the lower belly, and as you exhale, you feel it relax. And start to feel your whole body relax. And if you begin to imagine that the breath is light, which has its own frequency and color, some see it as the light, gold light of the sun, but whatever it is that comes to your mind. And you can imagine as you breathe in that it's moving through your circulatory system into your heart and then spreading out through your whole body, through your arteries and through your veins, bringing this vitality to your entire system. And as you're doing that, begin to let go of your day or what you have to do, your lists, your responsibilities, the people you carry. And start to take care of yourself this moment. It's recharging this vehicle, allowing it the energy that it needs to do the work, but also the healing work. We all have something that we're dealing with as a human being bound to this body in the physical realm. And things go wrong and we need to be able to correct them. We need to know how to take care of ourselves, ultimately. It doesn't mean we don't use Western medicine. It just means that we have this available to us 24/7. And the more we're able to help ourselves, the less we have a need of illness and to get help for that through other modalities. Self-care, self-love. So if there's anything that you can imagine that you're holding against yourself, something that you did, said, actions that you know weren't harmonious for you, then you can forgive yourself. You can let go of that and use that as an opportunity to grow and improve. Now, as we continue, if you'd like to close your eyes and start to feel this a little bit more deeply, exhaling, releasing. And as I said, if you've just come on, if this is uncomfortable, then you can simply hold your middle finger. If you tend to get more bruising on one side of the body, that's telling you that that side, that energetic stream, is more in need. And it's not an accident. If anything, we're all accidents waiting to happen. And when we get to this information, we can use it to clear ourselves up, to create more harmony. And keep dropping your shoulders, relaxing as you're doing this, letting go so that you can receive. And notice for a moment the stillness. And if you don't find that, just search your body till you see something that seems so peaceful, like a tranquil, quiet lake, not movement, no disturbance. And allow yourself to sink into that peaceful lake. Breathing it in and breathing it out. With each breath, fill every part of you, especially those areas where you feel discomfort, where you have pain, where you might have some diagnosis. And fill that area up with this light. Even if you don't believe it, just imagine, use your imagination. They say that pretense becomes reality. So you pretend and you see this light beyond the intellect, deeper and deeper into your spiritual nature, the nature of the soul. And feel your body relaxing, your heart getting slower, the rhythm in your body smoothing out. And if you feel any of your muscles or ligaments tight, just breathe into it and relax. Let gravity take hold without resistance. Breathing in this tranquility. See it filling every part of you until you feel this light emanating through your skin. This radiant light shining from within outward. Recognizing that you are a being of light, a light being, a being of spirit, living in this physical body. And as you can, notice if this energy body of yours is expressing the disharmony that you may identify for yourself. And if you do see that, believe that you can change that with thought, seeing yourself whole and perfect. Visualizing what the tissue looks like, healthy, no matter where it is in your body. That every part of you is flowing with oxygen, with blood and food and nourishment to heal yourself. Everything is possible. Open yourself to believe in the miracle and the power of the mind. Erasing the illusion of the labels that you may have been given, the false belief, so that you can embrace the full potential, the full possibilities that cannot be explained by the material or the lower mind, but only that which is higher and connected to source. Breathing that in, dissolving all the resistance from it, filling you completely from head to toe, from front to back, left to right, right to left, back to front, and from your toes to your head. Surrounded in a sphere of light, bathed in light. Feeling it give you energy, replenishing you, easing your emotions, There's nowhere to go. Let go of the concept of time for a few moments and simply be here fully integrated into this amazing, amazing existence, which is you. You are a channel of the light to come through. And everything that has come before this moment has only helped you to get here, to bring you closer home. And just as you take off physical clothes, you remove the clothing of illness, of anger, of depression, whatever it may be. Cast it off and come into the center where the true nature of who you are never changes. Radiance of love. And feeling it going outward in all directions, blessing the world, blessing your home, all who live with you, all who surround you. You are the sun shining. Whether you are acknowledged or noticed, it makes no difference. You shine. You emanate this peace. Let it bathe you and soothe you. Believe in the possibilities of miracles, that in this moment, everything can be instantly changed, made new. Now scan your body. Use your mind like an X-ray and go through your whole body and see wherever there is tension, see wherever there is discomfort, discoloration, where the light cannot penetrate, and simply be there and fill it. Dissolving the mind that limits us, the disbelieving mind. And with greater intensity, see this light penetrating whatever tissue, whatever part of your body is calling for help. And immerse it. Releasing the ancient traumas, the memories from long ago. Allowing yourself to go deeper. The deeper you begin to go, the more distractions in the outer world will try to pull you away from the promised land of knowing oneself. Feel the radiance of the light around you, becoming one with it. And feeling connected to everything. We are a part of each other, a part of the universe, inside and out. Letting go. Feeling the peacefulness. We are not creating anything. We are really only reconnecting to what has always been there. Taking the time to let go, for the great truth within us to emerge. Breathing it in and breathing it out. Imagining it going out in rings of light around the earth, to every country, every living thing. The light dissolves all darkness. Imagining this light awakening the hearts of all beings, that we are all connected. Sending this light out to all who may be suffering with injustice, whether it be political, economic, religious, social. See it going out, nourishing everyone, dissolving the separation between others, and a reawakening of consciousness for the leaders of the world, joining together to help one another, to help the earth, to help all forms of life. And for a moment, create in your own mind what the world could be like with peace, abundance for everyone, for healthcare, for work, for education, for possibilities, dissolving the boundaries of countries and populations. Moving into the great oneness. Feel that for a moment. We are all part of one. And in your own way, as you begin to touch this, give thanks. Give thanks to that which you belief systems name, to that which is beyond us all. source, creator. And feel that gratitude for your life, for your awakening, and for great possibilities. Breathing in a little more deeply. And you could continue, or you could release your hands and relax. And just notice for a moment before we end how you feel. If you feel the energy moving through your system, does one side feel lighter or stronger than the other? If you came with some discomfort before, notice if it's changed, if it's dissipated and dissolved. Be open. Be open for a great movement for yourself. Thank you so much for joining all of us today, because we're certainly all together. We should be back next week. Check us out. There should be a notice going out. And until then, I wish you peace, great deep insight and illumination for you, your family, and your friends. And may we begin to see the power when 1, 2, 3 people start joining. There's a great movement. Until then, thank you so much and many blessings.